Summit is one of few mountain counties with no economic development office, but the tides are changing. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, a 75-year-old man is Summit County's second fatality from COVID-19. Local officials report the unidentified man died this Monday at St. Anthony's in Lakewood from a stroke and other complications directly caused by the virus. He is the first direct COVID fatality since late April and the fourth to test positive. 2 other local men died from symptoms unrelated to coronavirus. The U.S. ski industry lost at least $2 billion this winter when skier visits fell 14% due to coronavirus. A new report from the National Ski Areas Association shows all 400 member resorts suffered losses from shutdown. Vail Resorts alone estimates losses of $200 million. On average, resorts lost 22 days of spring skiing, equal to nearly 9 million skier visits. The season was on pace to be the 4th busiest since 1979, when NSAA started surveying skiers. Resort town lodges are reopening across the West, but the outlook remains bleak for summer after a mostly dismal May. Analytics firm Destrometrics reports May occupancy was down 85% for a revenue loss of nearly 90% compared to last year. Summer bookings are also down 62% through October, and the firm estimates triple-digit losses every month this summer, although they are encouraged by May, which outperformed estimates by about 4%. Today was the first gathering of Solidarity Nation, an open, diverse group of locals dedicated to equity through grassroots change. Sheriff's deputies, school board members, and more were all there, and several shared their stories, like Isabel Rodriguez of the Cycle Effect, a mountain bike program for young women in Summit, Eagle, and Mesa counties.
We are committed to serving our Latina and minority population.
The Cycle Effect team is up to 70% Latina, and diversity extends to the coaching staff, with women from Peru, Costa Rica, and Pakistan.
You're essential to our community because our kids see themselves in you, because you are an immigrant, because you learned how to grow up dual language, how to grow up bicultural.
Hosting the event were 4 women, including Kareem Lee, a local attorney and native of Columbia, explaining the need for open dialogue.
When you're sitting down in dinner, you're not always thinking about your neighbor's problem, but you're thinking about your own problems because we all deal with them. And so we become so consumed with our own lives that I think bringing these issues and inequality and all of these things to the forefront will help us all just step up and be our better selves.
Topics today ranged from suicide and family support to the SMART team, a unique mental health response unit from the Summit Sheriff's Office. Co-host Alexandria Carnes.
We have seen our townspeople make genuine changes and efforts to reassure us that they do hear us and they value our opinions.
Solidarity Nation continues with monthly events. Learn more through their Facebook group by searching Solidarity Nation. This week, on the State of Summit, local insiders explain how COVID-19 exposed Summit's economic weaknesses and unlikely opportunities.
Summit hasn't really had to do much in the past. I mean, it was people are coming here and they keep coming here, so there wasn't really anything that we needed to be working on to that level. We didn't have to be looking at an economic development or resiliency strategic plan as much as other communities maybe did.
That was April Kroner, a new addition to Summit County's planning department. She's from Wisconsin and still wrapping her head around mountain town economics, but she has seen the data and knows Summit is not prepared for long-term shutdown.
Part of the difficulty with it is, as you know, here we're about 70% based on the tourism economy, which is why we're seeing the hit so hard here.
Small business owner Ciara de los Reyes of Outsider Breck agrees with Kroner. She saw it firsthand at her downtown storefront.
For a lot of Summit County businesses, like March is our prime month for revenue. So it's a huge shocker. It was a huge, obviously, dent in our sales.
De Los Reyes admires Town of Breck for giving immediate financial support to business owners. Local towns approved relief packages worth a combined $3 million for April and May, giving entrepreneurs time to plan.
I've had the chance to really rethink the business. Are there things that we can do to kind of shift and pivot?
But municipal relief was a Band-Aid. Town of Breck estimates $20 million worth of budget cuts this year, and Kroner explains the county is missing a key office.
The county currently doesn't have an economic development office.
Eagle, Pitkin, Montrose, and other peer counties have those offices, while Town of Silverthorne has the county's Lone Economic Incentives Program. Blair McGarry, Executive Director at Summit Chamber.
The future, post-COVID does not exist, and it's really up to to us to create that and make it exactly what we want it to be.
Like McGarry, Kroner sees COVID as a reset button.
As a result of this COVID, I think the county is able to see that we do need to be at the table with everyone else.
Stay tuned all this week for more on Summit's quest for sustainable economy, and tune in again next Wednesday for The State of Summit on Krystal 93. In local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, yesterday were final races of the Vail Whitewater Series on the Gore Creek through Vail Village. Derek Dreyer won men's kayak, Natalia Gray won women's kayak, Jeremiah Williams took the men's stand-up paddle title, and Jennifer Hotchkiss won for ladies sup. First race of the Summit Trail Running Series is tentatively scheduled for July 8th at the Mountain Thunder 5K and 8K in Breck. Get signed up and see the full schedule at BreckenridgeRecreation.com. And first mountain bike race of the Summit Mountain Challenge Town Series is July 15th at the Pennsylvania Gulch Grind in Breck. The first two events in Frisco and French Creek are postponed. See mavsports.com to sign up, spelled M-A-V. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.